What if the moon collided with Earth? Imagine stepping outside and watching as the moon grows larger and larger in the sky, hurtling toward Earth at a terrifying speed. Here's what would really happen if the moon actually hit our planet. As the moon draws nearer, we'd first notice a dramatic shift in the tides. Coastal cities would be submerged by the rising oceans. The moon's gravity would pull our satellites out of orbit, rendering them useless. Earth would experience earthquakes and volcanic eruptions on a daily basis. Then, when the moon is only about 11,000 miles from Earth's surface, it would be torn apart by Earth's gravity, creating a stunning ring system similar to Saturn's. Any survivors would be left with an awe-inspiring view of these glittering rings, illuminated by sunlight. Every night, the sky would be filled with a brilliant meteor shower made of moon dust. While this scenario is undeniably catastrophic, I can't help but imagine how incredible it would be to witness those rings shimmering in the sky. Now, on to another fascinating story. In 1977, NASA launched the Voyager space probes, Voyager 1 and 2, into the vastness of space. Their mission was to take advantage of a rare alignment of Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, which wouldn't happen again for another 175 years. As they made their way beyond the outer planets, they captured breathtaking images and studied the moons of these distant worlds for the first time. But these probes are more than just scientific instruments. They're the furthest human-made objects from Earth. NASA had an intriguing idea. What if an alien civilization were to discover one of these spacecraft one day? To answer that question, they included a special message on board, the Golden Record. In my mind, it's like Earth's time capsule. The Golden Record is a collection of sounds, images, and scientific information that tells the story of our planet. It includes some of humanity's greatest music, the sounds of nature, and spoken greetings in dozens of languages. It's a message to the stars, an invitation for any intelligent beings to connect with us, if they ever find it. Greetings to the friends of the stars. May time unite us. Shalom. And so, in the distant future, long after humanity has gone, this record may be the last trace of our existence in the universe. Hello from the children of planet Earth. Along with over 100 carefully chosen images selected by Carl Sagan and his team, this message tells the story of humanity, of Earth. But before we dive into some truly mind-boggling space facts, let me show you one of the scariest photos ever taken by an astronaut. The scariest astronaut picture. Take a deep breath, because this one is genuinely terrifying. This real photo shows astronaut Bruce McCandless floating 100 meters away from the space shuttle with no tether to connect him to the ship. Back in 1984, he was testing a space jetpack system, and he simply flew off into the vastness of space. When asked about the mission, he said the only thing that truly frightened him was how cold he felt the moment he was away from the shuttle. Imagine the silence, just you, alone in space, and the terrifying thought of drifting away. Pretty freaky, right? Gravitational waves. When black holes collide, they send out literal gravitational waves, rippling through the fabric of space-time at the speed of light. These ripples squeeze and stretch everything in their path, much like the waves on a lake. Einstein predicted these ripples should exist for his theory of general relativity to hold true. But it wasn't until 2015 that we detected them for the first time, thanks to an instrument called LIGO, Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory. By splitting a laser beam down two 4-kilometer-long arms with mirrors at the end, LIGO could detect tiny changes in length when gravitational waves pass through Earth. It's mind-blowing to think that we can now measure something so elusive. Opportunity's last words. NASA's Mars rover. Opportunity holds the record for one of the most successful missions ever launched. Initially, it was only supposed to survive on Mars for 90 days, but it kept going for 14 years, covering over 28 miles on the Martian surface. But one day, a dust storm blocked out the sun, and Opportunity sent a final, heartbreaking message. "My battery is low and it's getting dark." It was a sad end to a remarkable journey. The shaving industry. Yes, really. While all these unbelievable space facts are fascinating, let me tell you about something here on Earth that also feels kind of unbelievable. The shaving industry. If you have sensitive skin, you either have to use an electric razor or deal with disposable razors. But what if you could buy just one razor for the rest of your life? That's exactly what Henson Shaving offers. Made by aerospace machinists who've worked on the ISS and Curiosity rover, Zrenia, these razors use precision engineering to reduce irritation and razor burn. You can even get 100 free blades with the code ASTROCOBY at hensonshaving.com. Sunsets on other planets. We all know how beautiful sunsets are on Earth, but did you know they look different on other planets? Take Mars, for example. Its sunsets have a stunning blue hue. This is due to the fine dust in Mars' atmosphere, which allows blue light to penetrate more efficiently. Oh, and the sun looks smaller in those pictures because Mars is farther from the sun than Earth. Betelgeuse supernova. One day, maybe even in your lifetime, one of the brightest stars in the night sky, Betelgeuse, could explode in a supernova. This star has been acting a little strange, getting brighter and dimmer. New research suggests it's nearing the end of its life, and when it does go supernova, it'll be so bright that you'll be able to see it in the day. It might even cast a shadow at night. Thankfully, it's 500 light-years away, so we're not in the danger zone, but if we were 450 light-years closer, it could be a different story. Imaging black holes. Black holes are some of the most mysterious objects in the universe. They're so dense and massive that not even light can escape their pull. But in 2019, scientists managed to capture the first-ever image of a black hole. They used a telescope array the size of the Earth, combining data from individual telescopes placed around the globe. This massive effort produced images of two black holes, Sagittarius, a star in the center of the Milky Way, just 26,000 light-years away, and the supermassive black hole in M87, 53 million light-years away. These images aren't animations. These are actual photographs of black holes. It's nothing short of ridiculous. The pale blue dot. In 1990, as Voyager 1 was leaving the solar system, Carl Sagan convinced NASA to take one final photograph of Earth. Voyager was 4 billion miles away when it captured this image, showing Earth as a tiny dot in a beam of scattered light. Sagan famously wrote, "Look again at that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us." It's a powerful reminder of just how small and fragile our planet is in the vastness of the cosmos. The story of Laika, the space dog. Now I want to tell you the sad story of Laika, the space dog. In 1957, the Soviet Union was racing to win the space race, and they turned to dogs for testing. Laika, a stray from Moscow, was selected to fly in Sputnik 2. The scientists knew they were sending her to die. After being strapped into a tiny, cramped cabin, Laika was launched into space. 6 hours later, her heart stopped. Laika became the first living being to orbit Earth, but her story is a tragic reminder of the sacrifices made in the name of exploration. Days on Earth are getting longer. Did you know that Earth's days are actually getting longer? Every year, the Moon moves 1.5 inches farther away from us, which causes Earth to rotate more slowly. Over the last 1.4 billion years, A day on Earth has gone from 18 hours to 24 hours, and in 1 billion years, a day will be 28 hours long. Imagine that extra 4 hours to get things done. The biggest black hole. In a galaxy 8.5 billion light-years away lies the largest black hole ever discovered, Phoenix A star. This black hole is 100 billion times the mass of our Sun. Its event horizon is 100 times the distance from the Sun to Pluto. To give you an idea of its size, if you were traveling at the speed of light, it would take you 71 days to complete one orbit around this black hole. And it's still growing. You are made of stardust. Every breath you take, every drop of water you drink, every part of your body is connected to the cosmos. The atoms in your body were formed in the heart of a dying star billions of years ago. We are all made of stardust, and our existence is a beautiful product of the universe observing itself.